Hello, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have decided to join me today for my Tickled Tuesday video. Yay, I finally got to one. So, I'm going to make a real simple card using my Stampin Positioner. I told you I wanted to do another video with that to show you what could be done. I'm using this stamp from Nature Symphony, and I'm going to be using different inks. This is the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I will be using Pretty in Pink, Old Olive, and Shaded Spruce. So we're going to get going. I'm going to show you how to make a wreath out of this. All right. So what I'm going to do, this is what it looks like, kind of. I'm going to do something a little different today, but this is pretty much what it looks like. This was actually a 4-inch square, and then I just put some DSP on it. This is a 3 3/4 inch square. So I'm going to try something a little smaller. I'm going to put this, when you get your Stampin' Positioner, you will find, and I think I've shown you this before, there's this little mark here, this little groove in which you can put your cardstock. And so I'm going to put mine right in there, and I'm going to line it up. And then I'm going to take this stamp and I'm going to put it on here. And I'm hoping that this stamp will be big enough to do this. I don't know, because the other one was bigger. We might find it a little different with this one, and that's okay because, we're always experimenting and always learning, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with this. And what you're going to do is, after you place your stamp on there, you pull it up and it's on your plate. Okay. And then you just start with your inks. And let's see, let me think just a second. I have to look at something else that I did, and I want to make sure I do the same thing. Okay. And let's start with my Old Olive. And I'm going to ink this up. And then I'm going to put it on these little knobs here. There's holes in the positioner that you can do that. It's not touching the paper right now, but once I press down, it puts it on. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this to my next corner, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So this is how you can make a wreath with your positioner. It's really fun, and it makes it really pretty. And then my third corner. And one more time. And there we go. My last one. All right. Then I want to add the other color to it to make it a nice full wreath. So I'm going to close up my Old Olive right now, lay that aside, and I'm going to get my Shaded Spruce out. And then I'm going to take my stamps that I had before, and I'm going to think about where I want to put this so that they overlap on each other. I think I'm going to put it like that. And then I'm going to set this on. I'm going to pull it up. And then I'm going to ink this with my shaded spruce. And I'm going to go down and voila. All right. Isn't that pretty? We're going to turn it again, put it in that little corner, in that notch there. I'm going to ink this up again, put it on. And there we got that one. Now let's go another time. Oop. Down. Now that looks really messy because the ink pad's getting all over the thing, but it's basically working. Now if you look at that and you go, oh, that's lighter than what I would like. It didn't turn out quite the same. The best part about this positioner is that your stamp has never changed where it's at. So you can ink it up again, go back to it, press it down, and it'll go exactly where it was before. And look how that covered that up. Isn't that nice? All right. Then we have one more corner that we want to do. Oh, and again, I gotta get it darker. I don't know if it's not getting down because it's hitting that magnet, maybe. So we'll try it again. There, I like that a little better. Okay, then what we are going to do is I'm just going to clean off my plate real quick here. All right. All right, then I want to take, I found a little flower off of an old kit stamp set. And I'm going to put some pink flowers around it. So I don't really need to leave it on the positioner here, but I'm just going to go ahead and put these flowers in. There we go. That just gives it a little more color. And then I'm going to take, this was another stamp that I got off of a kit. It says to an incredible woman. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that with my tuxedo black. All right. Oh, now we got all our stamping done. The next thing I'm going to do is I said this was a 3/4 inch square. This is a 4-inch square. So I'm going to adhere these two pieces together. And I'm also going to, I almost forgot to do this. Let me grab my